Okay.
This lesson is from the ESL Lounge. Good morning, Bernard. How are you?
Fine. Uh, Everything is good. Okay.
Great, great. Well, I hope that you will enjoy this activity or this lesson today. It is called The Outrageous Office. It's an unusual title a for a document. What do you think that the outrageous office title mean? Or just tell me, what is the meaning of outrageous? What do you think the meaning of outrageous is?
I suppose the office where the people work is
Hmm.
an office where they don't feel well, where the atmosphere is bad,
Okay.
and every time she or he goes to the office,
Hmm.
feeling are very bad. He's upset. Or
Yeah, something that is most definitely upsetting or unsettling would
okay.
be the outrageous office. So here we have our warmer for today. And if you could read that for me, that would be fantastic.
Most people still work in offices. They spend a third of their lives in rooms with other people doing the same job. Do you work in an office? Do you like it? Work with another student? Which of these work with another student? Which of these things would you expect to see in a good office, and which would you expect to see only in a bad office?
All right. In just a moment, we will actually talk about these items that are located here. But I'd like for you to take a moment and describe for me this picture. Can you describe what you think this picture is about?
In this picture, we can see that it's a large, a wide office with small boxes in which every workers work alone with a clock in front of the in front of the wall
Mm-hmm.
and the computer in front of him or her, pardon, excuse me. And it's an open space, in fact.
Right. It's an open space. So this is, to me, what is typical of offices today. Most people do not have a door to their area where they work. Many years ago, I think people had doors they could open and close, but today they have what is called an open office.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Well, you will be working with me today, and I'm going to ask if you'll start first by identifying what is a bad office, and I'll just put an X beside what you consider bad office environment. Could you
Oh,
read them? Could you read them? Just the ones that are bad first. Just
bad.
the bad.
Bad. Sometimes phone ringing. Oh
The
no, no,
the
no, no,
that
no.
would be good
But,
for business. I think. I think
yes.
that would be good.
Okay. Dog barking.
A
Dog
dog
barking.
barking would be bad. Okay.
Um, boss shouting
Yes.
is bad for the mood. Uh, People crying because they are not happy.
Okay.
Uh, Everyone yawning
Mm,
because everyone is annoyed of his job.
okay.
And that's all.
Okay. So now, just for pronunciation, tell me the ones that you think would be good.
Music playing on the radio, it would
Okay.
be good for the young people, the young workers. Phone ringing is necessary. It's not bad. It's not good. Cattle whistling is good for the pause, for the break.
Okay.
Photocopier working, it's necessary, like the phone ringing. Clock ticking, it's not good, it's not bad. Sometimes, if you look at the clock ticking all the time, it's because you're annoyed of your job.
Okay.
People speaking, it's good. It's good because it's an exchange.
Hmm.
Mhm. And printer working, of course. Of course.
All right. All right, well, that's not bad. I would probably say that music playing on the radio, I think I would probably say that would be annoying to me. It would be a distraction for me. A kettle whistling would be a distraction for me. And I think that's about all. That would be the two that I would say we would probably disagree on. But
Okay. I agree with you. I said it was only for the young people.
oh, okay. All right. So let's go one down and see what else we have here that we can talk about today. And we'll clear all that out and go to this one. So we looked at what was a good office and a bad office. You're going to listen to two friends, Janice and Chris, talk about Chris's day at work. Before you listen, here are some words that appear in the conversation between them. Match each word on the left with the correct definition on the right. So I'm going to give you the remote control, and I'll let you match them up. Okay?
Okay. Okay. The battlefield is a location for war, a fight between armies. Appreciated, valued, worthy, highly regarded. To scream, to shout very loudly, often with high-pitched voice. Mean is an adjective which means horrible, cruel, insulting.
Very good.
To hammer is to beat, drive, I don't know why, it with a metal tool.
Okay, well, when they're talking about the word drive, it's like you're driving a nail into a board. It's hitting it. You're just driving it into the board. It's not an automotive vehicle that's driving, but it's driving something into something like a drill. You drive a hole into the wall or into the board.
Okay. To drill is making a hole with a tool that spins quickly.
That's correct.
Depress, feeling down, sad, miserable, often for a long time. Circus is a public entertainment, usually with animals, clowns, etc.
Very good. All right. Now, we don't have the listening activity to do. And without that listening activity, we can draw upon what we believe might make sense out of the written text here.
Okay.
We can use up to 3 words to fill in. We can use up to 3 words, but you don't have to use 3. And I could say, for example, well, for a start, Karen is depressed. She was saying nobody appreciated her. I'm taking that word depressed from what I remember hearing you say up here.
Okay.
And we may have to look back to get our words. Okay, so now, see, I can say, it may not be the best word, but it will work. Well, for a start, Karen feels depressed. Or I could say unappreciated, but I'm going to go with depressed. Karen feels depressed. Okay? Can you do the next one?
She was sad.
You can use.
She was sitting at her desk, looking very sad and crying like a little bit. She was sitting at her desk.
She was sitting at her desk, looking very sad and crying a little bit. Very good. Okay, number
No,
3.
he was in his office and the door was closed, but everyone could hear him. He was screaming to a customer on the phone.
He was screaming to he was screaming to a customer on the phone.
A lot of noise too, because there are workmen on the first floor up, so they were hammering and drilling.
Very good. They were hammering and drilling. They were hammering. Good.
Okay. Yes, there was a dog in the office, and it was barking, and it was barking.
Barking.
Barking. It was barking.
And it was barking. Okay, very nicely done. Any questions about that?
No, it's good.
Okay. So let's go on to, now here we have, although we didn't listen to anything, let's see if we can make sense out of what might be a good answer here. Okay?
Right?
You may read number 1.
Does Chris like his job? I don't know exactly because I don't listen the conversation, but
Okay.
I suppose he hates it.
Yeah, it sounds like someone hates their job. They're sitting there screaming, crying, dogs are barking, people are drilling and making all kinds of noise. So I think he probably hates it. Not that it's boring.
Okay.
Okay.
What is current job? Current job is a secretary.
Okay. She could be a secretary or receptionist, maybe.
Yes, I know she's a secretary because I read at the end of the text the answers.
Oh. Okay. Why was Karen sad?
Karen was sad because the boss said mean things to her,
Okay.
cruel things to her.
Okay. And number 4.
There was the boss. Where was the boss when Chris arrived? The boss was on his computer.
On his computer. Okay. I'm not privy to what the answers were, so I'll let it go that you do what these were. Okay. Clear the drawings here. And mouse. And letter D. What time did Chris arrive in the office?
Or surely at 9 o'clock p.m.
Okay. At PM or AM?
EM.
Oh, it's not a PM here.
Oh no. When it's PM, it's time to come home.
Yeah, they should be going to bed.
Yes, perhaps.
It's probably 9 a.m., 9:15, 9:30 a.m. We'll just choose one. We'll say 9:15.
Yeah.
Whose dog was barking? Was it Karen's, Chris's, or Andrew's?
In the answer, they said it was Andrew's dog.
Okay. And why was the dog in the office?
The dog in the office was depressed.
The dog was depressed?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, let's go on to the conversation between Chris and Janice uses many examples of past continuous. A tense used in English to talk about what was happening at a particular time in the past. Examples: my mother was cooking in the kitchen when the bird flew into the house. What were you doing at 8:30 last night? Okay, use your pencil and complete each sentence.
Okay.
Just draw a line if you wish. Number 1.
I didn't see what happened because I was reading in my bedroom at the time.
Okay. So we're adding ing because I was
reading.
okay. I was reading.
Yes.
Okay. So you can draw a line from. Oh, let me get the line for you. Oops. I don't have the line yet. Wait, let me have the mouse for a second. Release the mouse, Bernard.
Okay.
Okay. Okay, now you can, okay. I was reading, okay.
I was reading.
Mm-hmm.
Can you repeat the question, please? Can you repeat the question, please? I didn't listen.
Okay, or I wasn't listening.
I wasn't listening.
Okay.
It was very funny at Peter's house last night. He was playing the guitar and harmonica at the same time, and his wife was singing.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Good. Number 4.
Where were you last night at 9 p.m.? The police officer asked. I was at home. I was looking at my children. I was looking after my children.
I was looking after my children. Good. Mm-hmm.
The police stopped me yesterday evening because I was driving at 75 miles per hour. Why are you angry at me again? I was watching the television.
Mm-hmm.
I was doing my homework.
Oh, I have done.
And I have done my homework, yes.
I've done my homework. Okay. So that gives you an idea of how the past continuous actually works. Helps us to understand, just by doing the activities, we understand more. So here we have speaking. Could you read that?
Yes. This is Marco. He's a waiter. He works in a restaurant in New York called the Red Cross. Last night, he started work at 7:30 p.m. and didn't finish until midnight. At 8 p.m., he was speaking to a movie star who came to eat at the restaurant. At 9 p.m., he was washing dishes in the kitchen because 2 workers were sick and didn't come to work.
Mm-hmm.
At 10 p.m., he was cleaning the floor because he dropped a big bottle of wine.
This is going to be he dropped.
He dropped a big bottle of wine.
Mm-hmm.
At 11 p.m., he was yawning because he was tired. At midnight, he was saying goodbye to his boss and we got to bed.
All right, so here we have a timeline of what was going on at various times. Do you know what you were doing last night at these times, 7:30, 8, 9, 10, 11, and midnight?
Oh, at 8 p.m. yesterday, I was having a shower in the bathroom.
Okay.
By 9 p.m., I was learning English by myself in front of my computer.
Okay, good.
Yeah, I was learning a new lesson with my teacher, Dr. Priscilla. At 11 p.m., I was shopping to the baker's in order to have a bread for meals at lunch.
Now this is PM, this is nighttime.
Ah, yes, PM. Oh, sorry. Sorry. Oh, sorry. At 10 p.m., I was in bed reading. At 11 p.m., I was in the dream.
Uh-huh.
And at midnight, I was in a nightmare.
Probably having a nightmare at midnight. Okay, very good. And let's see if that takes us down to our teacher's notes. So that takes us to the end of today's lesson from
Okay.
the ESL. Well, this was a very short lesson. It's interesting. I hope you enjoyed it. It was different. So
Yes.
I will stop